Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Bagudu, says for Nigeria to exit the current economic crisis, it needs collaborative efforts of stakeholders, and these choices we need to make to revive the economy and not the preserve of government or anybody, but the collective effort. Bagudu spoke at the launch of Action Aid Nigeria Country Strategy Paper in Abuja on Wednesday, and he emphasized that President Bola Tinubu's administration will not believe in a blame game, but in rallying Nigerians to confront the country's economic challenges. And by doing so, in his words, he said, we can transform our ways, we can localize the challenge, we can find that rather than being presumptuous and judgmental, we can collaborate and understand, localize the challenge, and everyone can contribute to making it better, instilling a sense of hope and optimism. He's saying we all have a role to play, whether you are up there, whether you are down there. That's why the minister said that rather than point fingers, it was better to appreciate that the crisis arose from several years of underinvestment in critical sectors of the economy. And he pointed out that the solution lay in sharing experiences with countries that had similar experiences but had rebounded. How much do you think Nigeria is talking about sharing experiences with other countries now? How much do you think we are doing that?
Okay, I'll begin with saying that there are some areas the current administration is not getting it right. When you come to a country as Nigeria, and the people are already struggling, and the policies you are bringing on board is already championing class struggle. The separation is just there. Do you know gradually the place for middle class is getting eliminated in the country? We now have the up and down. That's where we're headed. And when you begin to come up with these policies that benefits the people at the top and the people down here are not getting anything, it makes the man down to lose that sense of belonging. He begins to regret if he's actually a member of this particular society. And so, contributing, being patriotic, putting in effort to see the betterment of the country becomes difficult for that particular person, because all he'll be struggling with is how to feed himself and his family. He's no longer thinking the betterment of the society at large, and that is what this government is actually getting wrongly.
All right, Loveday. How much are we looking out there to solve some of our internal problems?
Okay, for me, the issue of getting out of crisis is something that has to do with everyone. Just like he said, all hands needs to be on deck, But even at that, the leaders have a major role to play. I believe in one philosophy, that so goes the head, so goes the lead. If there is a crisis, if there is a particular challenge, just like we're experiencing in Nigeria, the leadership of the country has a major role to play and should be held responsible. Once a policy is being set, once a policy is being put in place and the policy is not going down well with the masses, you should expect some form of revolt or a kind of feedback, negative feedback. And that is what is happening. So, in as much as we agree that all hands needs to be on deck, our leaders should check some of their policies, some of their excesses, and also know that all hands being on deck, for all hands to be on deck, not all hands are equal as well. All hands are not equal. So you don't expect each and every one of us to play the same role in order to resolve a Nigerian crisis.
All
so
right.
we are looking up to them.
Okay. So the media team of the ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar has chided the media handlers of President Bola Tinubu over attempts to hoodwink Nigerians into believing that the president was compassionate. Now, this is back to the statements that were made earlier. It described the use of an old video of President Tinubu appealing to Nigerians to cover up for his poor outing during his last nationwide broadcast of on the End Bad Governance protest as evidence of his duplicity. Atiku's media advisor, Paul Ibe, in a statement in Abuja yesterday in the afternoon of Wednesday and on day 7 of the End Bad Governance Nigeria protest, the official X handle, formerly known as Twitter, of President Bola Tinubu posted a video clip of the president appealing to Nigerians to relax the protest and give his administration more time. The video went viral on social media and it was adjudged to have shown more empathy for the concerns of protesting Nigerians, unlike the shambolic speech, in his words now, by the president on Sunday that will forever be remembered in ignominy. Now, curiously, much later in the evening of the same day, presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga made a post on his X handle, telling the country that that video clip that was posted on the president's handle is not a new video. It's a clip from a broadcast that was made last year. What a wahoo! The flip-flopping episode that played out in the management of the president's social media handle typifies the Tinubu's administration's policy flip-flops and trial and error policies. The president's media team knew that they did a poor job on Sunday broadcast by the president, and in trying to make amends, they came out to do this video, and this is, he said they are deploying propaganda. As a matter of urgency, Nigerian people deserve an unreserved apology from the president for leading them into a tailspin of misinformation and disinformation and the attendant consequence of bad governance. Do you see politics playing out in all of this?
I think the Atiku's media aid is actually doing the beautiful work of an opposition. He's doing the beautiful work of an opposition, but it's actually quite unfortunate that Bayo Onanuga will admit to that video being an old video. It's quite unfortunate. It goes far to confirm what Nigerians are saying out there, that what the president dished out to us on Sunday as a speech isn't it at all. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate how we find ourselves here. It's quite unfortunate.
All right, Lofty.
What else do you want me to say?
You're a Nigerian. This is all playing out in front of you.
Yes, it's quite pathetic. I see, of course, they will call it politics or will call it politics, but I see some form of deceit, a high level of insincerity.
On whose side now?
Of course, the presidency, rather than, do that, try to cover up, come out openly, tell the people, okay, probably you didn't understand me the last time. There's always a second chance, right? You didn't get the message very clearly, and then you re-strategize rather than trying to...
It seems like you're calling for another nationwide broadcast from the president.
Is it out of place? It's not out of place.
That's what we need now.
Of course, even if the president has to address the nation every 48 hours,
exactly.
You think it's not out of place?
Exactly, that's what we need now.
Right.
That's what we need.
But this time, what we would want differently with the broadcast?
Right now, the broadcast should be geared towards addressing the issues that have been raised by the protesters. That's all. Tell the people, you said you are complaining about fuel or fuel subsidy. I'm going to deal with it. Give me so and so time. Be specific in the timing. You're talking about hike in price of food products. Give me so and so time. I'm going to deal with it. Don't just tell us to give you time. How long are we going to give you time? Be specific. Give us days.
All right.
Give us weeks.
Thank you so much, Martin Sopara, for your thoughts on the show today. And thank you so much, Loveday Operum, for your thoughts on the show today. And big thanks to you for being a part of this conversation. I wish that it wouldn't have been possible without you. Remember, we are open for sponsorship and partnership. Stay connected with us on all of our socials on Facebook and YouTube at Atlantic Television Network, on Instagram and TikTok at Atlantic TV Network 1, and on X at Atlantic TV Net. Watch us live on our website at www.atlanticnetwork.tv. Remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you again for watching. I am Enidoye Jackson. Coming up next is Open Conversation. Please stay with us.